Okay, appreciate everybody being here. Congratulations to the Titans, Coach Variable, and their team. They did a great job. I felt like they played winning football, and they did it in a tough environment, and they got the job done. So they'll be moving forward. We'll wish them all the best moving forward. Disappointed that we didn't play the kind of football we needed to play to win the game. That'll stick with us for a long time, but we'll move forward from here. Okay, what do you have?
John, is there any way you could attribute the 3-week layoff to some of the maybe rust in the first half at least?
I don't know. I don't have that answer. I think it's unanswerable. I thought our guys practiced really hard, did the best they could, but we didn't play a sharp football game for sure. What you attribute that to, I guess you can theorize on a lot of different things.
John, what was the message to your team?
The basic message was really grateful for him. That was part of our prayer there. And then I felt like this team was the best football team that it could be this year. With the group that we had, I thought we made the most of us becoming the best football team we could be. We just weren't that today, and that's a disappointing thing. So, but in the big picture, couldn't be more proud of what they did every single day, how they came to work, how they made the most of their talents and abilities, played as hard as they possibly could, including today. And, that's what I think we got to step back and take a look at that and understand that and see it for what it is. This game is going to be the one that we'll remember because it's the last one. I told them, in the end, there's only one team in this pro football. In the end, there's only one team that gets to be the one true champion, and that's not going to be us this year. So that's where we're at.
John, what would you say to Lamar to bounce back from such a hard night tonight after such a good regular season?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I won't have to say much to him. We'll talk, I'm sure, and tomorrow, and we'll see where that conversation goes. Just from two people talking, but I know how he's going to respond. He's going to respond by being extremely motivated and determined to improve as a football player. And I think the strides he made between last year and this year are pretty indicative of that. And we expect him to continue to get better. And that's what he should do. I mean, it's simple. Him and everybody else. That's what we all should strive to do. And I just know his character and who he is as a person. That's what he'll be thinking about.
How much did the Mark Ingram injury affect him, and how much did it affect your run game?
It's hard to say, Bo. I mean, I just don't know. There's just no way to tell. It's impossible to determine that. I'd like to answer it, but what can I say? I don't know.
It didn't change anything about the way plays were called or the way the offensive game plan was when he was on?
No. We tried to run the game plan that we thought was best against their defense, and they did a good job with what they were doing. I thought they played really well, especially up front. Trenches on both sides, they played extremely well, and thought that was the biggest difference.
What did you see them doing, John, as you thought they did pretty well defensively against your offense?
I just thought they did a great job up front. I mean, we didn't convert in the passing game probably like we needed to. In the end, you got to complete passes, and the team that's up there playing good run defense. We popped some runs, but it wasn't quite consistent enough. I mean, it's just football. They didn't do anything schematically that was different than what they do. They played their defense.
John, any thought to kicking it there when it's the first drive of the second half? Instead of going for it on fourth down.
Fourth and what was it?
It was
fourth and like less than a yard?
Yeah,
a yard?
it was fourth.
Yeah, there's always thoughts of that, but I thought that was a pretty obvious decision.
How would you evaluate Lamar's performance tonight, I guess, overall?
I think Lamar played with heart and guts and courage and competed like he always does, and that's what you ask for. I mean, he laid it all out there, just like all our guys did, As a coach, that's what you hope for. Everything else you work on, but that's who he is. That's who all of our guys are. I'm proud of him. And that's it.
Good?
Great. Thank you.
All right. Thanks,